Hey guys, so this is just a video to teach you how to use Stellarium, which is the astronomy website you are going to be using to learn about the night sky. So just a couple of things. If you look over here in the far right-hand corner, you'll see the date and the time. If you click on it, you can see some bigger text. So today's April 21st for me, so that's the date. And then this is the time that it's showing me. So it's actually 1:30 in the afternoon right now, but it's showing the sky at 21:27. That's military time for 9:27. So it's showing me like close to 9:30, because that's when you can actually see the stars. So that's where the date and time is. And this website is really, really nice. You can kind of just click and drag, and it'll show you what direction you're looking. And then this is like real time, so it will show you how the stars will move across the sky. You can change the time, so if you want to go outside at say 10 o'clock, you can move that up to 10, and you can see exactly what the sky will look like at 10 o'clock. And you can see things have moved a little bit. What's also nice is if you click, and you can actually zoom in too. You can zoom in way into the stars and see some things that there's no way you'd be able to see without a telescope. But let's just click on things we can see without a telescope. So for example, if I click on Venus, it's going to give me a bunch of information about Venus. So let me just explain a couple of these things. Right here where it says magnitude, that is how bright Venus is in the sky. And just for reference, the moon has a brightness of about -13. Venus is about -4.4, and it's usually the brightest thing in the sky, other than the moon. So -4.4 is pretty high. The more negative the brightness, the brighter the object. So -2 is less bright than -4. And if you see things that are positive, they're actually really dim, which is kind of weird. So Venus is a -4.4. Its distance is 0.49 AU. So AU, that's astronomical units. That's the distance from the Earth to the Sun. So it's like half the distance from the Earth to the Sun, which makes sense. Tells us the radius of Venus, so it's about 6,000 kilometers. And then it tells us when it's visible. So this is in the morning. It rises at 8:27, and then it sets right about midnight. So that's kind of cool. Let me show you a couple other things. Here's Sirius. Again, you can see it's a lot less bright. It's just a -1.09, but it might be bright enough that you can see it. And it's 8.6 light years away, so very far away. What's kind of cool is, and I saw one a second ago, you can sometimes see satellites. So occasionally you'll see something moving across the sky. I'm not seeing one right now. It's too bad I accidentally clicked on it and I can't find it. But if you click on the satellites, it'll tell you what country they're from and a little bit of information about them, which is pretty cool. Let me show you the constellations now. So if you click down here where this little triangle is, it'll show you constellations that you can see. So you've probably heard of Orion before. So here's Orion, Canis Major, Perseus, Gemini, Cancer, bunch of different constellations. And this is just kind of like the star outline of the constellations. It will also show you art of the constellations. So if you click on there, it'll kind of show you Ursa Minor is a bear, so there's a little bear. Cassiopeia is a person, so there she is, Cassiopeia. Anyway, so you can kind of play with that. I kind of don't like the pictures. I like to just see the outline of the stars. So that's kind of what you can do with Stellarium. There's other things you can do with it too. It's pretty cool. And you can play around with some other things if you want to. But that's basically what you need to know about Stellarium. So you can find stuff you can see at your location and then go outside and see if you can find it. Okay, so I just wanted to also show you guys how you can download an app on your phone that will help you go outside and like look at the stars and see what you're looking at. So if you go to the App Store and search for Star Walk, and again, this works for Android or iPhone, so either one. It's actually Star Walk 2. Okay, so there's a paid version, but if you scroll down far enough, there's a free version, and I already downloaded it, but you could download it. I'm just going to open it. And it gives you some information about this stuff. But what's nice is as I move my phone around, it basically shows me the stars where I'm looking. So this is going to be kind of hard to do, but so if I were outside and I were holding this up, it would show me what stars I'm looking at, and it also shows me the constellation that I'm looking at. There's a couple things you can do. If you're like me and you don't love like the drawings of the constellations and you're like, I don't really want to see that, if you go over here to settings, you can make the constellations just be like line drawings, or you can have them be pictures if you want. You can change the units, all kinds of stuff like that. So just be aware that that's a cool app that can help you see some cool things outside. And there's a lot of other apps too. I think this one's kind of simple and easy to use. Doesn't show you too many things, but shows you enough things that it's interesting. So have fun with that.